Hey folks, Dolphin Dale here, and I'm doing a last minute contest entry. Yeah, I know, I only seem to do last minute contest entries, but in my defense, this time it's because I didn't find out about it until yesterday. And so the channel is Uncommon Pallor, and it's Mike. We're doing this for Mike over at Uncommon Pallor, and from what I can tell of the video that I watched, he seems to be really into punk. I like to look at all kinds of channels, even though I'm not the biggest punk music guy. It's always great to see other people showing other things. Anyway, we're going to try to do this, get this up, and help support them. So if you're watching this, at least, hey, go subscribe to Uncommon Pallor and support small vinyl community channels. So I don't even have the questions written down. I'm going to remember the questions by looking at the records as I show them. Let's get going. All right, the first one is Show a Mammal. And we got some Tigers of Pantang. I love this cover. And great band. Man, love that orange vinyl. But yeah, we got some Tigers of Pantang for Mammal. Show a cover with some food on it. How about Grady Nut? This is All Day Singing and Dinner on the Ground. And he's chomping on some chicken. And if you open it up, it is a gatefold. And we got quite the spread there. Then you wanted to show a test pressing or a one-sided vinyl or a picture disc. I'm going with a picture disc. This is my picture disc for Saxon, Into the Labyrinth. And it's I don't do a whole lot of picture discs, but I decided to do this one. Big Saxon fan, so there you have the picture disc. Next up, Damaged cover, AC/DC. For those about to rock, great album, but and that cover doesn't look bad, does it? The vinyl plays like a dream, but it is a gatefold, and that ain't coming apart. I guess I could rip it apart. I don't want to, because it's not going to do anything good. Even if I ripped it apart, I still wouldn't know what the gatefold looked like. Somewhere in here, he asked for a cover with a really bad hairstyle, and the reason why it might be out of order is because I'm doing this with CD, and yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. So this is Fleming and John, which is Fleming McWilliams and John Mark Painter. You know, she's quite a lovely lady, and her hair looks great there. This is the album Delusions of Grandeur. But there's an alternate cover, and I happen to have it as well. And I just have to wonder, what was she thinking? Yeah. Looked like she was having a Coolio moment. So next album is One with a Weapon. We've got Lee Aaron, Metal Queen. This is the Canadian artist, doing probably more like rock now than actual metal, but there she is with her Claymore. Great pressing on pink vinyl. Lee Aaron. The next album isn't actually mine. It belongs to a friend. I'm going to try to clean up some stuff that he's had packed away. It's a 10-inch. boy, it's beat up. I mean, it's bad shape. Needs to be cleaned really bad. And it's a shame because if you look real close, that shake, rattle, and roll Bill Haley in the comments. Wow, how much would that be worth if it were in good shape? The next album is an album with a vehicle that isn't a car or a motorcycle. To Exalt, Under the Ruins. He showed a tank, so I'm sure this will work. An album with a misleading cover. And I'm going with Banshee, The Madness. Because this cover made me think, man, this has got to be a really extreme metal album. But it's not. Very melodic metal. And yeah, I love it. Of course, I like some of the harder stuff too, but yeah, I thought this album cover was pretty misleading for what they really sound like. The next album is an odd pairing, and I'm going to go with Kerry Livgren, Seeds of Change. On two of the songs, he brought in Ronnie James Dio to sing lead. Now, of course, we all know who Ronnie James Dio is, and of course, Kerry Livgren is principal songwriter, founding member of Kansas. Kerry did this after he converted to Christianity, and he had Ronnie sing on To Live for the King and Mask of the Deceiver. And I was just watching some videos talking about how that guest appearance by Ronnie James Dio came about. Maybe not the weirdest pairing. I mean, you've got a prog rocker with a heavy metal vocalist, but yeah, I decided to show this for historical sake. The next album is an album where a crime's being committed. The Incredible Hulk. He's beating up some cops. That's frowned upon. It's pretty illegal. The property destruction has got to be, yeah, that's got to be raised to the level of a felony. He's probably going to get some charges, I'm thinking. Gotta control that temper. An album where a band, I guess band or artist local to you, I'm going to go with Mickey Clark. My mom actually met Mickey Clark when she was working as a Rite Aid cashier, and Mickey would play close by and then come in and pick stuff up at the drugstore. Great guy, from what I understand. Mom talked very fondly of him. Unfortunately, Mickey got cancer and has passed. Yeah. And unfortunately, my mom has passed as well. So, but whenever I think local musician, I think of Mickey. So, and now for the final question, where somebody's played on an album and has passed, and that would be Johnny Cash, the late great Johnny Cash, the first American recordings, and one of the great all-time record cover albums. Love this. All right, so there's my entry. Hopefully I can get it edited and up on my channel in time for the deadline. I always like to try to win heavy metal records. Who doesn't want to do that? But it doesn't really matter one way or another. We really want to support the smaller channels. Those of us that are under 500 know how hard it can be sometimes to make content and not have it reach a whole lot of people, because those YouTube algorithms just aren't very friendly to smaller channels. So go over, subscribe, and show them some love. And I appreciate you coming in and watching this video. And until we do it again, peace.